don't mind if I do. Today on Dead Dodge Garage, we revive a 1973 Charger with a 400 big block and do other Charger stuff. Stubborn. This is a 1973 Dodge Charger Brougham SE 400 big block automatic. It's loaded with just about every option you could get. Look at this. I mean, they're like all on there. The car was ordered in a shade of blue we're definitely not allowed to call petty blue, and it's pretty cool. This is an ultra rare rust hole delete model because it's from Eastern Washington, where it's been all its life. Despite being an SE model, it is not equipped with the triple opera windows, which is fine. I prefer this. Longtime viewers will know this is the same body style as the toolbox Charger. This one's just, you know, a whole car. This is amazing. Let's dive in. Of course, that doesn't belong here. These power window switches do. Most Chargers don't have a pull handle here. This might be the coolest piece of the whole car. Factory floor-mounted cassette deck. It played tapes, but you could also use it to dictate notes. Note the color match plastic. It's amazing. I've seen these in like brochures. I have never seen one in a car. Note it says Charger SE and then Brougham over there. And it does have AC vents. Admire the fancy pattern of these seats. The odometer reads 93,808 miles. I think I believe it. Elbow hole delete model too. Yeah, that mileage sounds accurate. Now, the car has been repainted, and the color's really close. There's some filler and stuff hiding in it. It's not perfect. Really, with a bath and some tires and mechanicals, this would make a nice driver as it is. Note the red lines in the middle of the grills. The toolbox does not have that because it's a cheapo base car. It's amazing. There's a trunk mat in here, and there's actually a trunk panel underneath it. The critters have sort of had their way with things, but that's fine. Nothing under here but super solid metal. Eastern Washington. Apparently people that aren't from the Northwest don't understand the difference, so I'll spell it out for you. Western Washington is pretty much in the ocean, and Eastern Washington is pretty much in the desert. So things just don't rust, which seems wrong. It is destined for a full restoration. Before that though, can we get it running? Can we drive it in the shop? Why not? What's the oil look like? Yep. Well, it looks like that. And it smells fine. Does the crank turn? Yes, it does. What do things look like in here? Oh, I don't know. Please hold. Not great. We'll just ignore that for now. Oh no! Someone forgot to tell this part of the driver fender that this thing's from Eastern Washington. You know, if this were my car, this wouldn't really bother me, but I suppose I should probably vacuum up this rat's nest before I try to start it. Anyway, what's the transmission fluid look like? Well, shiny red and overfilled as it should. This is gonna be too easy, isn't it? All right, now when it does catch on fire, it won't smell quite as bad. Now, I know a couple things about starting engines that have been sitting forever. One thing I know is when the oil looks that good and the crank turns immediately and the throttle isn't stuck, it's probably just gonna light right off. On this 73 model, we don't even have points to scrub. We do have this black box over here, which is a common problem, but we'll see how this one does first. Before we can do any of that, of course, we need a battery. Well, here's a battery. I've heard it's no good, but, you know, we'll give it a shot. Well, that's a little low. Comfy in there? You guys get ready to run, just in case. Bloop. No fire yet. Well, good morning there, darling. Well, that one was just dead, but it magically came back. It's a self-fixing Dodge. Nothing in this area, but we'll take what we can get. Oh, by the way, in case you were wondering, this was last on the road in 1991. Listen to this. Wow. Well, let's see what this is all about. Stuff works. Oh my. Yes! It's already tuned. Wow. No way.
Participa conmigo en mis redes sociales, donde me encuentras como el Z-Boy de la Z, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Z-Boy de la Z. Es muy sencillo.
Well, okay. Rear defrost, another crazy option. Yep, it works. No heater. Oh, there it is. Ugh. I can taste that. Well, all right. This thing is mint. And it will come as a little surprise. Well, the battery's dead, but yeah, it just turns right over. Yes. Whoa, it sounded like a whale. Well, need a battery with more than 12 volts in it. I do have one. What's the worst that could happen? Now, I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. Unknown engine, we're gonna crank it over to build up some oil pressure, and while we're doing that, we're gonna listen for a weak cylinder. You'll know there's a weak cylinder if the engine speeds up all of a sudden and then slows back down. I've got the magic button hooked up to the relay there. I do hear a weak one. It's down a little bit anyway. And I smell bad gas, which brings me to my next step. Well, good news and bad news. The good news is, based on those smells, I think the fuel pump works. The bad news is, I got ahead of myself and I left the fuel tank hooked up, so this is gonna be messy. Found more bad smells. Ooh, sway bar. That's not pleasant. Well, it piddled a little bit. Sometimes those will start siphoning and then your whole trailer's covered in old fuel and the bad smells never go away, so watch out for that. How much old gas should be on my arm? Well, the good news is it's also on my glasses, but not in my eye. Anyway, where were we? Hey, you can hear it speed up, but those holes aren't totally dead. I think they'll probably come back. Now, before we get too excited, I guess we might as well just do a spark check. I've discussed this in videos before, but I'll show you how to do it with an electronic ignition. It's extremely easy. Pop the coil wire off the cap end and set it near metal. Apply and remove power to and from the ignition. You can do this with an assistant turning the key, but what I do is turn the key to run and use the battery cable. Connect it, disconnect it, and we have a spark. That's called a test spark, and it works. This confirms that our ignition module is good. Let's see if we get spark when it turns over. Yes, we do. This confirms the distributor is good too. This is gonna be too easy. For your next step, you go over to your buddy's truck that he's trying to get running and steal his fuel squirt bottle. Apply liberally. And hit the button. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hit the button. Yep, too easy. Well, it's being stubborn, but oh, so hard to do with the camera in the other hand. Anyway, let's fill the bowl. Well, it only leaks from the throttle shaft a little bit. Well, that's special. Oh, you. Fine. Just take all of it. Cleaning the exhaust system. Let's see if getting full voltage from the crank position on the key helps. Yeah, of course it does. This thing's thirsty. Almost hate to do this, but this thing's definitely gonna run, and I need to move it off this trailer and into the shop, so I'm gonna try and make brakes happen. Ugh. This is really dry.
In the wind.
Oh, I just noticed this. Maybe we should move that.
Yeah, maybe.
Didn't really help keep the rats away, did it? This is definitely gonna work. No question about that. How did I only just notice that little guy? Ah, the door buzzer. My old friend. No way. 67 pumps later, it's perfect. Rock solid. Okay. Well, I guess we're driving it tonight. You know, I'm glad it works, but that is the most annoying sound in the universe. Oh, I don't think that bad gas smell is ever going away. Let's hook a hose up to the fuel pump inlet here. I can't do that and hold the camera. Okay, I've installed the auxiliary fuel system and it's connected to the mechanical pump. A lot of Charger owners don't know this. Chrysler actually did engineer a storage area there for your auxiliary fuel system. Unfortunately, we only have the deluxe long range tank here, so it doesn't quite fit. We're running out of daylight here, so it's time to get serious. Oh, by the way, that electric assist for the heat stove for the choke, it works. Crazy. All right, guy, cooperate, would you? Yes. Stubborn, this one. It really wants to run. But it also really doesn't. Man, this thing's stubborn. Almost seems like the timing's a little retarded. Hey, so about that, I think I figured out why the timing seems retarded. You know, I noticed the distributor doing the happy dance before. Why didn't I check that? So what are you like now? Yeah. Hey, I think the mouse house was in that one. That's something. All right, let's put some water in it and get it off the trailer. Used antifreeze is gonna have to be good enough. It's all coming right back out anyway. There. It was just under a gallon low. We would have been fine. Fuel supply's looking, yeah, good enough. Now, remember, this is a Chrysler product. And these days, I didn't circulate fluid through the torque converter in park, so I did start it in neutral. Hopefully, we'll get it unstrapped and hop in and it'll just go and drive off the trailer, but we'll see in a minute. I'm sure you're right. And somewhere else, they're saying my voice is annoying. This looks way too nice for Jamie. I don't think I should be in this. Actually, I might not be allowed to be in this. Oh well. Too nice. Tell you what, guy, any day full of Chargers, that's a good day. Welcome to wildfire season. The good thing is, now I can't smell the bad gas. So, what do you like now? Oh yeah. Well, we're not charging my battery, so that's the bad news. Hopefully I can still get home. Let's see what the transmission does. Oh yeah. No problem. Nice. Okay, I get it. Good news, everyone. We have a gas leak from the filter above the pump. So that's not great, but, you know, it's just gonna hit the ground. It probably won't catch on fire. Discount ramps, and so much more. Nothing to it. There you go, guy. As usual for my revival projects, way too easy. Fires right up like it was parked yesterday, not 21 years ago. But this is the way of my universe. 1991 was 31 years ago, guy. Sounds pretty darn good. Yeah, I think there's enough fuel left to go for a little drive. Why not? Yeah, having the hood cocked open for the extended range fuel system is a bit of a problem. Visibility is slightly reduced. Also, it kind of smells like hot brakes and exhaust and burning rat turds. But other than that, this is pretty great. Well, okay, there's no accelerator pump and it's kind of a problem. Just out for a cruise, seeing the sights. Ooh, Blues Brothers car. I'd love to do a J-turn in the field, but unfortunately this thing's not mine. The gauges started working. No fuel gauge, of course, and we're still not charging, but that is fine. The cooling system and the oiling system giving me nothing but good news. And of course, you know, we can listen to the crackling radio if we want to. And yes, the brakes really do work. I can't believe it either. I just put fluid in and pumped it. There they are. Perfect. Don't worry about that. That's just always on. E-brake related, I think. Man, it's a nice sounding 400. Yeah, cool and circulating, it's all good. Now the 400, of course, if you don't know, is just like a 383. You know, that thing. But with a slightly larger bore. The largest bore of any Chrysler big block, in fact. Okay, I didn't get all of it. What do you want, perfection? This is cool. I'm pleased. Pro tip, make sure you grab your magic starting button before you stash the car, or you'll never see it again. Oh, come on. just a little stubborn. Oh yeah, now I have to flip it sideways and put it there. That'll be fun. All right, wasn't that bad.
Oh yeah, super strong. I don't know why everything hurts all the time. Yup. Might be taking a charger for a walk. There you go.
If you're taller than 5 feet, duck. Ooh, look, Dana 60. Make sure to leave yourself some space, you know, in front of the pile of priceless artifacts to grab your extended range fuel reservoir and the battery for your charger to, you know, get you home. Well, there you go, guy. Quality revival if I've ever seen one. Other than the horrible old gas smell, that's a big thumbs up for me. Well, I don't know about you, but I love Dodge Chargers. All of them. All right, maybe not all of them, but most of them, and definitely this one. Big block muscle car with fancy interior and air conditioning and power windows and stuff, and you can like dictate notes on the highway. I mean, come on. Well, the dome light doesn't work, but that little guy does, so that's pretty cool. Hey, don't hit your head on that. Yeah, that hurts. I'm gonna take a nap. There. Now no one will even notice it's there. Now all I have to do is fix the battery connection for my MSD ignition so I can go home. Yay! Hey, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you hanging out. If you haven't subscribed yet, well, you should do that. If you like revivals and old Mopars, I got more coming. So stick around. Sorry, I was thinking about French Canada. And remember, don't be sad, because sad spelled backwards is DOS, and DOS don't make no friggin' sense. Nailed it. That poor donkey.